on now. Swear no more gon' broke now. Might do a show in your town. Wait till I bring that. I'm on no road bounce.
I be paranoid, I gotta keep. I got like me this right in the money. I love it even though it's bad. I can't let none of these get into my head. And all my friends locked up, got caught up in the feds. And all my sins washed up, yeah, free my said. I be close to saying I ain't supposed to say. Sometimes I wanna go ghost, I might go MIA. I might go MIA, all up in my face. I don't go nowhere without my brothers, that's my gang. And all up in my space, just getting in the way. I got like 30 on my fingers, what more can I say? And I got 30 on my fingers, what more can I say? Please, on the block that from deep like cave.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen, and joining me tonight, the former national champion and National Player of the Year, it's Jay Williams.
Ed, stop it. You keep gassing.
Opening tip-off, won by the Grizzlies. To Jaren Jackson. Jaren Jackson with the dunk.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
Antetokounmpo to Embiid.
Blocked away! That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Antetokounmpo. George. Jackson comes down with the rebound. To Valanciunas. In the slam.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Walker. That no good. Off the mark. Joel Embiid. Missed his first. That one goes.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Great feed. Joel Embiid swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Finishing inside the paint on that one. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to explode.
To Antetokounmpo. And scores at the rim. Beautifully done with the Euro step.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Valanciunas. Oh, ferocious slam inside. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Curry with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Here's a chance from long range. That's how you defend. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Curry buries it on the catch and shoot. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dale Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and the effort.
Bad pass taken away by the Grizzlies. He throws it down.
Valanciunas giving you that size, giving you that length, a guy that can extend the defense. But you kind of forget that he was the 5th pick taken overall in 2011.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Too much contact, and free throws coming.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Kyle Anderson at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 73%. Off the mark on the first free throw. Oh, he missed on a pair. Westbrook across the timeline. Leads one. Fires the three. His first effort off the mark. Slam dunk. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Whistle and a timeout for Memphis as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Time to shuffle things up.
Number 99, Jay Crowder.
To Howard. Blake Griffin!
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Count the basket inside.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Russ at the controls to Kemba Walker. Gets it in the left corner. George. Tough shot. He hits.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw try, off the mark. To Griffin. Adetokunbo. Middleton. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
Russ at the controls. Adetokunbo to Westbrook. Adetokunbo down low, Jokic. Oh, Nikola Jokic. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
The defense is doing such a good job of denying him the ball and really getting in his pocket, but he got that one to go.
Big finish at the rim. That misses with 2 seconds to go. So we are through one in what has been an entertaining start, to say the least. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. The shooting in that first quarter was white hot. It's got to be hard to think these teams can keep up that pace in the second.
The pace of this game has been prolific. As a fan, I love to watch. As a coach, I would be pulling my hair out. These players are driving me crazy. I need to see some defense, please.
I don't want to ask this question. What hair?
Why would you ask it then if you don't want to ask?
Just go in there.
Okay. Well, you went there.
Memphis with the rock. Here comes the screen. Superman, Dwight Howard. He's 2 for 2 now.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Curry into the front court. Leads just a point. Not easy.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force a defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
To Middleton. Walker. Knocked loose. Nikola Jokic pins it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
From the outside, no good. Grizzlies at the controls right now. To Howard. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Team foul number 1 for the Memphis Grizzlies. Number 0 to the line for 2.
Can't connect on the first free throw.
Number 17, Jonas Valanciunas.
Knocks down the second after missing the first. To Adetokunbo. 4-3. And that's rebounded by the Grizzlies. Holiday controls the basketball. Down by 1. To Kyle Anderson. Joel Embiid tips it. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. Anderson to Jaren Jackson. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
To Curry. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Jaren Jackson. Giannis Adetokunbo able to recover with the block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Jonas Valanciunas. Couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 78% at the line. First free throw is good. So he hits the first, misses the second. Whistle blows. It's an 8-second violation. To Valanciunas. Jonas Valanciunas. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Here's Westbrook controlling the offense. Russell Westbrook rocking the rim.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
To Kyle Anderson. Giannis Antetokounmpo sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
And Steph Curry dials in from 3.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Jonas Valanciunas. He's now 5 for 6.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
To Jaren Jackson. And draws the foul.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Jaren Jackson at the line. And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To Antetokounmpo. Paul George.
Don't let him split. Don't let him split.
Curry. Now that's a contest.
Hey, box out.
Short jumper won't go down.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
The shot almost. Deep 3 at the buzzer. We've reached halftime in a 2-point game. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The East have themselves a narrow lead. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. Have a look at the leading scorers for the East. The Grizzlies are keeping things exciting in a close matchup. And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They might find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up. These are the guys getting buckets for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Game track. Bench points.
The NBA season is long, and these days, starters take rest days. And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game. Oh, here we go.
To Curry. Beyond the arc for 3. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
To Walker. From long range. And Kemba Walker, muscle memory put to good use there.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
The pass set it all up.
And you always feel like the words vision and unselfishness go together. They work cohesively as a unit. When you have a guy that has both, that sets the tone for how your team is going to play.
George to Curry with a drop step. With the basket after a nice drop step.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There you go. I like seeing the scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Here's Curry with it up top. Leads 4. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Joel Embiid sends it away. That's his 3rd block this evening.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Valanciunas to Jaren Jackson. The drive right to the basket. Giannis Antetokounmpo rejects it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
And a throwdown.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are 2 different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Embiid to Antetokounmpo. George can't connect to Curry. Lets it fly from long range and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Memphis, they've got it. Here comes the screen. Ah, the monster stuff. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Curry.
Rotate. Yep, I got him. Here we go.
To Kemba Walker. Antetokounmpo. 5 seconds to shoot. Curry working, slams it home on the putback.
You see, to a lot of people, it's an oxymoron when you hear the word superstar and the phrase doing all the little things, but that's what the great ones do.
Knocked loose. That's out of bounds off of Giannis, so it's going to stay with Memphis. Changes coming from both sides right now. Josh Jackson fires the 3 off the mark. No good. To Walker. Embiid, good for 2.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Grizzlies own the basketball. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Across the timeline, it's Walker. Less than a minute to go in this 3rd quarter. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
And he'll head to the line.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Oops, he missed the first one. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip.
Look long.
To Middleton. For 3, and Chris Middleton good on the quick release that time.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Here comes the screen. To Howard. Flushes it home. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
To Middleton. Going to launch beyond the arc. Good contest. Middleton off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
That misses with a second to go. Grizzlies get the first crack at it as we begin the fourth quarter. They're looking up at a big margin, and that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A-plus game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
Middleton to Curry. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Curry, obviously the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Yeah, I said it. But he's so good at driving and using his body to shield off the contact.
To Howard. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Curry. Smothering D. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
You got to go for the score here right now in this possession.
Short jumper off the mark. To Kyle Anderson. Anderson rocking the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Curry to bring it up. Lead stands at 7. Joel Embiid looking good. 4 for 5.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Jokic. Got it.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
It's Grizzlies ball. To Kyle Anderson, curling inside. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Curry, textbook defense. To Howard. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Number 17, Jonas Valanciunas.
Curry. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Oh, Nikola Jokic. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Oh, big finish at the rim.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
To Westbrook. Curry. To Jokic. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Westbrook with it. His team up by 7. To Middleton. Kicks it around the perimeter. Westbrook. To Adetokunbo. Curry. Great feed. Sets it up. Adetokunbo to Westbrook. Here's a chance from long range. Westbrook bothered just enough on that one. Rises for the slam.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Curry has it. Fires the three. Great defense, forcing the miss. Surveys the floor. And the reward, he's going to the line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Knocks down the first.
Number 12, Dwight Howard.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Westbrook into the front court. Up by 3. Middleton to Westbrook. 4-3. Tough shot there for Westbrook. He always thinks it has a chance. To Valanciunas. Terrific vision. Throws it down.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Curry to Adetokunbo. And the nice finish at the rim.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Now the Grizzlies will use a timeout, and they have options. Let's see, do they go for the tie into 3 or play for 2 and extend the game?
14 shots. He put in the fan favorite throwback jerseys. Get one for yourself before they're all
To
gone.
Valanciunas. Knocked loose. Valanciunas against the former MVP. Here comes the intentional foul, but they did have one to give, so no free throws yet. They'll shoot after the next foul.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning a timeout.
Now an intentional foul. That'll be free throws with 20 seconds left to go.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
First one, count it. Two for 2 on that trip. Whistle and a timeout for Memphis. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game.
Fans in our next home game will receive a free team poster. Even better, 3 lucky fans will win a poster that's been signed by the entire team. Show up early for your chance to win.
He gets it.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
First one goes down. And gets both to drop at the line. Here comes the intentional foul. They'll get it with 12 seconds left.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
And he connects on the first free throw. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Finishing inside the paint on that one. We get a whistle and a timeout as they'll take a moment to talk things over. That misses with 2 seconds to go. This quarter's in the books. This game is all tied up. And we're underway here in the extra period. To Adetokunbo. Not that time.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Paul George. Paul George. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Whoa! What a finish!
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
To Jaren Jackson. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
And Stephen Curry. We say it time and time again. Not much the defense could have done there.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
To Embiid. Gets a look. Can't hit. Memphis with the rock. To Kyle Anderson. Off the assist.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Adetokunbo. Giannis Adetokunbo. He's going to get 3 shots here. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First free throw is good. It's a second. 1 more coming. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Grizzlies at the controls right now. Down low Anderson. Easy path to the rim.
Ooh, if I had that kind of vertical, I'd be throwing it off the glass and showing out. But the coaching staff is probably okay with the easy lay right there.
Walker. He engulfed him that time. Great dish to set it up. Slams it down.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Curry, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. To Valanciunas. And look out. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Nice pass to set things up. And scores.
No. See, this is where I lose my mind. If you have that height, you got to throw that one down with authority. Send a message.
Deep right corner. Curry. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Memphis, they've got it. To Valanciunas. Great pass to set it up. Jaren Jackson with the dunk.
Everybody in the building, including myself, thought that pass was going somewhere else. Fool me once? Okay. But you're definitely not fooling me twice.
Into the front court, it's Walker. Down 2. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Cleared out by Embiid. Down low, George. Paul George. He's now 4 for 6.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Kyle Anderson. Knocked loose. Kyle Anderson. Tough matchup against George. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Paul George at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Free throw's good. He finishes off the 3-point play. And now it's a 3-point contest. Grizzlies own the basketball. To Valanciunas. And stuffs it home.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
To Curry. Trying to cash in. And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Curry into the front court. Leads 1. Buries it.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Now the Grizzlies will use a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game.
Tickets for the next home game are still available at box office. Buy one or more tickets before the end of today's game, and you'll receive an exclusive discount.
Shifting gears, here come some substitutions. Nice finish at the rim.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Now an intentional foul. That'll be free throws with 20 seconds left to go. And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. Whistle and a timeout for Memphis as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. short jumper off the mark.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Here comes the intentional foul. They'll get it with 12 seconds left. Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws. Runner's good there. And an intentional foul here in the closing moments, but it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a two-score game. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. Deep three at the buzzer.
The East All-Stars were successful.